So here are the shadow lurkers. I have not played against them before. I just got them painted up right before I moved. And these guys, we are going to have to play the brutal side on them. I was mistaken with a level 5 posse. You do the brutal side. You don't add elite abilities. So I've got 3 of these shadow lurkers and the brutal side. So they're initiative 6. They always count as having 4+ cover, and they prioritize targets by the highest hero level. Feast of Shadows, the base damage of each shadow lurker combat hit is multiplied by the target's hero level. So example, if a target hero is level 5, each combat hit does 10 damage. Yikes! And then they gain +1 combat for each artifact card that their target carries that matches the world it is currently in. They are 4 combat, defense of 3 with health of 18. So those are our shadow lurkers. At least it's not an ambush. And there are 2 doors, so the one that doesn't have a door, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the direct across does not have a door. So, whoops, guess they don't go there. So he's here. Well, it is the farthest away. Doesn't matter, because I think they're fast enough. Their move is 6, so it doesn't matter where I put them. They're going to be there. Alright, so that also means that because they can only get to the Saloon Girl, she's going to be taking the brunt of the attacks because she's level 5, and the Lawman is level 2. They're initiative 6. She is initiative 6 as well. They are Demons, Void, and Ancient. Alright, so they actually will get to go first. So they get to go first because they have the highest initiative. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. And actually, okay, that one doesn't connect. Looks like, does that one connect? So I think that one actually does connect. So we're going to get 1 attack on the Lawman. There's barely a little bit of cross there. So let's go ahead and they will do their attacks. There are going to be 4 attacks on the Saloon Girl and 2 attacks on the Lawman. Red will be the Saloon Girl. White will be the Lawman. Ooh, 3 on the Saloon Girl and 1 on the Lawman. Alright, and defending. Oh, so she misses with 2 of them, which would be 20. She has armor though. That would be 20 hits. Egad. Okay, this is terrible, terrible. She doesn't have a grit. Okay. So she's got the +5 armor, but man, 20, I think I'm going to have to go ahead and use his cigar, and once per adventure prevent all damage just done from a, oh, it's from a single source. Huh, that's not going to work now, is it? Since well, it was 3 hits, that would just be 10. Alright, so let's just do it in groups of 5. 5 plus armor. None. So she's taking 5 points. She's up to 7 points of damage. She's up to 10 points of damage. So she's taking 13 damage. So let's pull 13 wounds here, which means she's got 10 more. I hate that we're going to have to already start using bandages here. Alright, so now she is actually the next to attack. So she's attacking with her trusty axe. She hits once, but she gets to re-roll 1. Oh. So she hits once. She'll hit this guy here on the side for, that's 2 damage, plus she gets an extra 3 damage. 1 because of her skill, 2 because of her axe, and 3 because he's avoid enemy. So that's 5, his defense is 3, so he took a whopping 2 wounds. Okay, so now it is everybody else's turn, so we'll let the lawman go. He can use his saber. So he's got 2 attacks with his saber. That's 2 hits. And he then does for his damage. He's going to put on this one. He can't kill it, so he's just going to put them both on that one. So a 6 plus, he gets 2 because they have a higher initiative, so that's 8 plus, I think that's all he, plus 1 because it's a demon, so that's 9. Alright, so that's just 9 points minus his 3. So he's taking 6 damage from that one. And then the other one is, he gets his plus 2 damage, and then his plus 1, that's 3, so 3 more. So he takes 9 total damage. Now he gets to use his Beast Hunter rifle. I do like this saber. So 2 shots. One hit. Does he have a reroll for 1 reroll to hit? Ooh, and it's a critical. Alright, so he's going to start out with his critical. And he's going to use his D8 for that. Ugh. 2 plus they are not a beast, but he gets plus 1 damage, that's 3, plus his 2 because it was a higher initiative, that's 5, plus he is a demon, that's 6 more damage. Could have been better, could have been better. So that's up to 15 damage. I thought, does he have, I thought he could reroll a damage. No. Alright, but he's got his other regular hit, which is a 5. 9 total minus his 3 is 6 more. That's enough to kill him. So he has killed him. That's 1 down. He heals 2 sanity every time he kills something, which will be very handy in this dungeon. And his experience is 15 plus 18 times 5, so 50, 105 experience for killing it. And I forgot, she got 15 plus 2 more damage, she got 25. that's everything for him. So that's one dead. Okay, now let's go with the lawman. I mean the marshal. Or you know what? Nope, we're going to go with the bandito next. So he's got his 3 here. His 3 that he attacks with his D8. These guys are not undead, so he'll get no extra bonuses, but he does get a bunch. Okay, that was not good. And he can reroll 1. Okay, so he's got a regular and a critical, because he still only hits on 5s. Alright, a regular and a critical. So let's do his critical first, and he's going to put him on this one here. So that's 3. Does he have anything extra? No. Nope, he just does 3 more damage, so he's up to 5 damage. Well, that wasn't that great. And now his regular hit, he's not going to be that helpful in this one. A 6, so that's 3 more damage. Alright, so now we have the marshal, who has his shotgun, which we are very happy about. Alright, so 2d6. Oh, crap, and he's got no grit. So but he has 1 reroll. He gets a critical hit. He can reroll 1 damage. And he changed it to a 1. Great. Okay, well, that didn't go so well. That is the end of that turn. So now it's time to try and hold back the darkness. And we do. We did go 1 room though. And okay. So now it is their turn. 4 attacks this time, and all on the Saloon Girl. She has no artifacts from Cinder, so she's okay there. And what do they hit on? Oh, they hit on 4s, 3 hits. Okay. So can she saves 2. So that means 10 hits. Golly gee. Okay. We'll do them in batches of 5 again for her armor. She saves 1, so she takes 4 more, so she will live. And she takes 8 more. Okay. I guess we're going to be into the bandages right away. Alright, well, it's her turn now. So she will attack. She gets to reroll 1. She's got 1 critical. So just 1 critical for 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. So that takes him up to 12. Right? Yep. Alright, and that's all she gets to do. Oh, and roll to move. No grit. Alright, we'll let the lawman go. Well, no. Actually, we're going to have the bandito go, and he's going to... Since they're all the same initiative. 4, 4, and 4. Okay. Let the bandito go. Ooh, that's much better. Nope, nope. So he got 3 critical hits and a regular hit. So let's do the first critical hit on this guy here who has 12 wounds. Oh, that's 2 more, so he's up to 14. Let's do the second critical hit. That's 6, that's enough to kill him. I'll have to figure out after the battle, I'll figure out the experience because he got six wounds, so he gets 30 experience. She only did an additional. She did 8 wounds, so she gets 40. Okay, now we got one more critical hit, so let's do that critical hit on this guy. Ooh, for a whole damage. We're rocking. Forgot to roll the move for the Bandito. Oh, he got a grit, but he's not going to use it. He's going to save it. And then for the regular hit, it's a 6, so that's 3 more. So he's up to 4 wounds. So that gives him another 1535 experience. And then he killed something, so he can do his menacing laugh, and he does not. Can't remember if it's a 5. Yeah, it's a 5+. Okay. Well, we'll let the lawman go at this point. He will attack with his saber, and he will miss both of them. Now he'll attack with his Beast Hunter rifle, and he hits with both of them. He'll do a D8 and a regular. Ugh. Oh. One of them was supposed to be a critical, but okay, well, can't do that, so that's 6 more total because he has the 3 extra. So he is up to 10. Alright, so now the lawman can go. I mean the marshal. 2 critical hits. They've got to go on him. 7, that's 10 more damage, so he kills him. So, was 8, so he gets 40. And I forget, the lawman gets 30, I think. I'll have to go back and check that. And that is the end of that. I don't like lurkers, I have decided. That was not a happy thing. So let's put the lurkers over in the pile here because they may show up again. Oh, and he would have moved his 2. So that is the end. So they each get to roll, well, they each get a loot card, but oh yeah, and I forgot that the marshal has +1 critical, +1 damage when he does a critical hit. I have to remember that. Alright, so they each now get to heal their D3. So who has, the only person that has any damage is Saloon Girl. So D3. 3. So that's sort of good news. She's going to have to burn the bandage too. I don't see any other choice. For 2. 2 more. Okay, well, she's just going to go to the back here. Though she can't do anything because she's really just a melee fighter. So, that is the end. Oh, loot cards. Now, let's get the loot cards. Where are the loot cards? Okay, so we're going to start out with everybody except the lawman who has this. Oh, and I forgot already. 3 turns. He had a chance for 3 hits. So let's do his 3 hits. Did he save them? He saved one of them, but her healing presence would have healed the other 2, so it's really a wash. Alright, so Saloon Girl gets a Darkstone, and 30 experience. Alright, the Bandito gets 20 experience and 250 gold. They really are not in need of gold. Alright, now the Marshal. He gets a gear, so he gets a gear card. He gets journal pages. Discard to recover 1 grit and gain 25 experience for each of the journal pages you have ever discarded this way. He might have an, I think, see the one that, yeah, no, he has an old map. Once per turn you may cancel and redraw an encounter or map card. Alright, no, he does not have another journal. Somebody has a journal page. Alright, and now it's the Lawman, who on a D6 doesn't get to loot if he rolls a 1. Oh, he gets a 2, so he gets to loot. $50 in cash and 20 experience. Alright, so those guys really stank. Alright, so now it is time to try and hold back the darkness. And we do. Saloon Girl will roll and go 5. 1, 2, 3. She's just going to stay there. Now we're going to let the Bandito go. He can go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll let the Lawman go. He can go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He will look through the door and he gets the Black Pool. So the Black Pool has an encounter associated with it. But we'll have to see if we have an encounter. Find the Black Pool. What does it look like? A black pool. Ooh, with blue bubbly stuff in it. Okay, and it gets an exploration token, and now the U.S. Marshal goes 5 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so since we don't have to find our way out, we will just continue along the path. So, exploration token, encounter times 2. So we know that it is the Black Blood of the Earth encounter. And now the other, oh, and we draw an encounter. We also have the Dark Below, draw a darkness card. And then we have to roll and see if we get a Hellfire encounter. 6, we do not. That's good because this is going to be kind of bad. Alright, and there's one door, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one is it. Let's get these closed. And let's do, so the black blood of the earth. I don't know if you can see that. This chamber holds a massive pool of bubbling black liquid, gooey and viscous. The pool pulsates with the rhythm of life. This is mesmerizing to your mind. Choose to move closer and investigate. Do a lore 6. Or you can skirt the edge and avoid the pool, a spirit 5. And that's a random one. I guess pick a player to do a lore 6. In which case you get 50 experience and every hero may discard corruption, which we don't have. If failed, you are pulled into the pool and you take a peril dice hits and peril dice horror hits before dragging yourself out. Who do I have with a good lore? I got a lore 2, a lore 3, a lore 2, and a lore 6. Or you can skirt it and do a spirit 5, a random person. If passed, you get 20 experience. If failed, they're pulled in as above. Our spirits are 1, that would be a bad one, a 4, a 2, or a 3. I think we're going to have to go for the lore 6. Because the high likelihood that there's going to be a problem with a random. So we will let the saloon girl, who has a lore of 6, attempt this. Lore 6 test. Oh, and she passes. So she gets 50 experience. And they all can get rid of corruption, which they don't have. Oh, and then we have to draw a darkness card. The Wild West. Oh, wait, Darkness Town. At the start of the next town stay after this adventure, roll once on the town event chart before the first day begins. Okay, so we have to put that off to the side for next go round. So these are done encounters. Do the next there. And whenever we move the posse marker, heal 1 wound or 1 sanity. Everybody heals that, so she can heal a wound. I always forget that one with the lawman. There's nothing else I have to do at the beginning of each turn except every time he activates, he takes a hit. And I haven't bothered trying to loot anything. So, that was that. So let's try and hold back the darkness. We do. We're going to let the lawman go first this time. He gets 2, so that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He is not looking through the room yet. Now let the bandito. He can go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He will peer into the next room. I haven't been giving them their 5 experience points, but that's so minuscule at this point. Though at 380, the bandito can go up. Though he hasn't gotten a whole lot of experience this time. So far he's only at 100, not even quite 100. Alright, so now the saloon girl will go. She goes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the lawman can go 6. And I forgot they need to look through the door, and they get no exploration token, a short passage. At least it's the short passage. All right, we're going to spin again. So nothing happens, time to hold back the darkness. Double fives. Ah, oh, crap. Okay. We're in the mines, not in cinder, so... Terrifying shriek. A shriek of pain and suffering echoes through the mind, chilling you to the bone. Each hero takes D6 horror hits. Okay. D6 horror hits. Alright, so we'll start out with the Bandito and the Lawman. Red is the Bandito. He takes 2, so let's see if he saves them. He saves 1, so he takes 1 sanity. Where's the... And now 6 for... So that's 3, but he has spirit armor. And it doesn't help him, so he still takes 3 sanity. When I hear the thunder outside. Great day to be in playing a game. Alright, red is the marshal, white is the saloon girl. Okay, so the marshal took 4. Ooh, and he takes 4. Saloon girl takes 6. Let me get his 4. Saloon girl takes 6. So she ends up taking 3. And we moved the posse marker, which, oh, we moved the posse marker again, don't we? And now it is time, oh, that was the holding back the darkness, so let's let the lawman go. And he will look through this time to get his 5. Experience, wait a minute. So 1 to 2 to 3. 1 to 2, 3. Oh, I'd already moved it, but we just need to move it again. So shield heal a wound. Bandito does not get a grit. I'll do the, well, let's go ahead and pull the, a corner passage. It is going this direction. Saloon girl. She just keeps up pace. Oh man, he keeps up pace. Alright, let's hold back the darkness. We do not. Okay, it moves forward 1. Alright, so let's let the Bandito go. He goes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The lawman go 4. No, he gets 5 too because he's plus 2. And he will again, he will look through, get his 5 experience. Oh, and it is the spider's lair. Okay. Which has its own encounter. If we do an encounter. This goes this way. Exploration token. Saloon girl. Oh, she gets a grit, but she can only move 2. 1, 2. Now the marshal. Oh, he gets a grit. He can only move 2. 1, 2. Uh-oh. Every once in a while that comes back to get you. But grit and grit, that's good news. So that is the end of this turn. Let me get... So that was 1, 2, 3. So we got to move one more now. So here we are. We'll get to go one more. She's slowly healing up her wounds. Exploration token. We have an encounter and a clue. And all 3 doors are open. So, first thing is, we know we've got the Void Lair encounter, because look at all them spiders. The passage is covered in thick, sticky webs, and soft egg sacs line the walls and floor. All heroes on this map tile need to roll 1 higher to hit for their attacks. Also roll a d6. A 1 to 2 Venom Burst. Someone has agility of 5+. If failed, someone takes a 5+. If failed, you are splattered with gooey gore. 3 to 4, they're hatching. 5 to 6 dormant egg sacs. Okay, so before we do that, we need to see there is not a Hellfire Succubi encounter. Alright, so 6 dormant egg sacs, no effect. Oh, thank you, thank you. And now we've got to do spirit tests to see if we take another madness. So let's go ahead and start with the Lawman. And he takes another one. What does he take? Ooh, 8, 9, 10, 11 on the madness chart. So his sleep deprivation is get a grip. You shake it off, you're fine. Everything's fine, right? There is no long-lasting effect, and this madness is immediately removed. That was lucky. Sorry about that. The memory card got full, and oh well. So the Bandito now needs to take his lore test. And his... I'm sorry, spirit test. His spirit is 4. And he passes. Now the Saloon Girls, well, let's do the Marshal's spirit is 2. He fails. So he gets a 5, hits an 8. So his madness is the chills, but he's already got the chills, so it goes to open to the void. Oh no. You feel the ebb and flow of the void energy all around you, seeping in your mind and clawing at your deepest fears. You no longer get a willpower save to prevent corruption hits. And speaking of, forgot to do the Lawman. He saved the hit he took for this last activation. Alright, now the Saloon Girl, whose spirit is 3, she passes. I think that's everything. Time to hold back the darkness. And we do. So now we're going to let the Bandito go. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to let the Lawman go. And he can come to here. He's going to look through again. Probably shouldn't do that, but it is what it is. So he now... It is the campsite. And it has its own card as well. If the Void Lair one doesn't matter because nothing happened. Now let's let the Marshal go. 3. Now we'll let the Saloon Girl go. she gets to go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so the campsite. Let me pull that. Oh. And now we are going to, let's see, which way does it go? This way. And an expiration token. Move this one more. And I'm going to just double check the number of rooms to make sure. So we went to 15, to 14, to 13, to 12, to 11, to 10. Okay, we are correct. They moved so she can heal another wound. The other guys can all heal a sanity. And is there anything else before we flip the expiration token? No. And it's a clue. Oh, and 2 encounters. Ugh. I can't believe it's a clue already. And I did shuffle them. But 2 encounters. So there's a another encounter. So we have a bandit hideout. As you can see, it looks like a hideout. A small fire burns at the center of the room with bedrolls and crates of equipment surrounding it. This appears to be the campsite of some bandits. As you enter the room, you hear a click. Uh-oh. Everybody takes a cunning 5, and then everybody takes a luck 5. Alright, flickering lantern. As the lantern flickers and threatens to go out, the hero's fears are made manifest. All heroes are subject to voices in the dark during the next turn. And then, do we have a Hellfire Succubi? Oh, we do have a Hellfire Succubi encounter. Hell hath no fury. The young woman kneels on the floor here, softly sobbing into her blood-stained hands. Spirit 6. If successful, you comfort the girl, and she reveals that she is the last survivor of her farmstead burned to the ground by foul demons in the night. Gain 25 experience points and take this card as she is now in your care. The next time you begin a town story, discard this card to gain D3 sanity. If KO'd before then, this card instead is discarded and you must lose 1 sanity permanently as she's carried off by the demons. If failed, it's a trick. Ambush attack 1 Hellfire Witch that starts targeting the hero that made this test. Alright, so we'll save that one for last. Okay. All heroes are subject to voices in the dark during the next turn. That's not too bad. Now, I don't do voices in the dark very often because I rarely, if ever, get more than 1 away. But any hero starting their activation on a map tile that is not within the Old Lantern's light begins hearing voices in the dark. That hero immediately takes D6 horror hits. So basically at the start of the next turn, everybody takes D6 horror hits. Okay, well, that kind of stinks, but alright, so let's do this bandit hideout. Everybody does a cunning 5. If failed, you don't spot the trap. Okay, if passed, and then luck, if passed, draw 2 loot cards as you find part of the bandit's stash. So that's kind of weird that I guess okay, anyway. So, cunning 5. Let's start with the lawman who has a cunning of 4. So a cunning 5 plus test. He passes. So then he gets a luck 5. So he has 3. He did not pass, so he didn't find anything. But he didn't blow up. Alright, let's move on to the bandito who has a cunning of 2. He's probably going to blow up. And he blows up. So it's centered on his space. So a dynamite goes kaboom! Alright, Alright, so it does D6 wounds. Red is the bandito and white is the lawman. Ooh. Alright, so the lawman takes 6 because he has no armor, because it ignores defense. And then the bandito, he does get his 5+ armor. And so he takes 3 wounds. Okay. Now let's move on to the saloon girl. Her cunning is 3. Oh, and she fails as well. White is the saloon girl, red is the lawman. Alright. So 4 and 3. Okay, so for the saloon girl, she takes 3 wounds. And the lawman takes 2 wounds. Okay. And now the U.S. Marshal has a cunning of 4, and he passes. So he gets to do a luck. His luck is 3, and he does not pass that. So he doesn't get anything, so they just get damaged. Okay. Oh, wait. This was the final encounter. I wasn't supposed to do any encounters, so I'm going to have to undo those. We don't go flickering lantern, and we don't do the crazy little girl. We go straight to rolling for our madness, and then we will fight the epic threat. I don't know what the epic threat is other than it's going to be a demon. So first thing to do is we have to roll for the madness. The lawman is at 2. He took a 3rd. Okay, so here's his, and he takes another one. So let's see what he does this time. Ooh, ooh, oh. So that's a 4. So that would be the itching. He takes the hit at the start of every turn, but we've already got that, so he bumps up 1 to delusions. Alright, so I made that whole thing about you'd have to do 3 and 4, and he almost got to that 1 or 2. Your fractured state of mind is in a shambles, and you're ready to slip over the edge at any moment. Any further madness chart rolls are made on a single D6. This madness is -1 to the roll to heal during an exorcism during town. So if he has any more, we got problems. Alright, so now let's do the bandito. So he has a spirit of 4, and he passes. So no more madnesses for him. Marshall has a spirit of 2, and he does not pass, so he's going to take another madness. His is a 4, 5, 6, 7. That is open to the void. He already has that, so he goes to paranoia. Anytime you want to scavenge or explore a doorway, you must first roll a d6. On a 1, 2, or 3, you cannot. Okay, that's not a bad one. And now the saloon girl has a spirit of 3. Oh, and she fails as well. Oh, she's the 11. Get a grip. Shake it off. You're fine. Okay, there's nothing on that one for her. Okay, so now they're here. We have to draw an epic threat. So let's draw the epic threat, and it is a Goliath and a threat card. So now we'll draw a threat card 2. D8 plus 4 magma fiends. So 5 magma fiends and a Goliath. And let me go get those guys together. Wow, no hellfire succubi in this entire mission. So everybody went one more room. This doesn't matter, but other than we're going to be 8s. So let me get the Magnum in and the Goliath.